Hey guys, welcome to Morning Soul Wake Up. I'm Luann. Happy Friday. I hope you had an amazing week. I am so glad you guys are here with me, so I kind of want to just jump in. Okay, so your affirmation for today is get focused. To attract what I want, first I get clear on what it is I desire. I envision it for a minute or more every day, feeling how it would feel to have this in my life. What I would do, how I'd react, and who I'd tell. I picture it all. Through my continual alignment and with my desires, they begin to flow into my physical reality in divine timing. And we've talked about that, right? It's like calling in the abundance. We talk about it all the time. And the reason why I brought it up again today is because of the full moon tonight. The strawberry moon is what they call it. And now, guys, I'm not really versed on the moon stuff, but I do know that this is a pretty energetically powerful moon in regards to people use this time to reflect because of the type of energy that this particular moon brings in. So it's part of the shift in the moon. It's where you open your mind, right, in your spirits and your new horizons, and it has you reflect back on where you were, where you are, and what you want in the future. So part of this spiritual piece of this and the whole, in divine timing and the alignment and the balance is all really about the universe, right? It's in the pools, it's in the energy, it's in, the cosmos, the alignments and the stars and the moon and the sun and the planets. And it's because we're energies. So all of the shifts in the universe, it pulls on energy. So, and that's where people are drawn to the astrology piece, right? And where are you in your chart? Like I am, I'm Pisces, but I'm a sun rising Pisces, but then I have Sagittarius in my chart. And we all have different, we have every sign in our chart, but the majority of mine is Pisces, but I do have a lot of other signs in my chart that are my sun, moon, and rising. So when you really dive into your astrological chart, you can see where you're at spiritually, energetically, right? And then you learn about the different signs and what their attributes are and what their strengths are and what their weaknesses are and what their, and how they attract other signs and how they attract things in their life. So, and again, if you have to be, pretty open to that stuff in order to want to understand it. So, and I'm not an astrological guru. I just know that I'm Pisces, but I have learned over the last couple of months my other signs that, are in my chart, so I understand where I am energetically or where I am in certain situations where I feel like that my Pisces isn't as dominant, and it's another sign that definitely is the focus of the situation. I realize that it's not me, it's the dominance of the other the sign. So and you learn. But anyway, so the moon today is all about reflection. So this getting focused to me is a perfect way to kind of tie it all in. So you need to get focused. And it's not even really about the moon. But it is time for you to get focused. It is time for you to start realizing what you want. It is time to start realizing where you were, where you are, and where you want to be. I keep telling you guys, keep pushing forward, keep realizing what you want, keep looking for your dreams, keep chasing what you want, don't stop, keep going. And remember something, journaling and reflecting and searching within inside yourself to be this different person is going to help you on the path of where you want to go. So let's dive into our oracle card now, because I think that's really going to just pull it all together today. And honestly and truly, I didn't even, and you guys are going to think I'm crazy, and that's totally fine, because it's not the first person who says I'm nuts. But so I was actually flipping through the cards, and I was just kind of thinking for a minute, and I was just kind of bouncing them in my hand, and Dreamtime Creation popped out. And I was like, well, let's see what happens with this card. And so it's kind of fitting for the whole strawberry moon, full moon tonight, and getting focused and kind of calling in your abundance and really journaling and homing in on what you want in life. Because there has to be a point when you say, okay, well, I think about it every day. Okay, but are you putting the plan in action? Are you really deciding what you want? Like for me, I don't want to be in Florida forever. My desire is to move out. My desire is to go to another state, which is Tennessee. My desire is to retire there. And even though I'm 52, my desire is not to wait till I'm 70 something. My desire is to head there sooner. So I already have my plan in action. I already have, my path and my journey and my intentions and how I'm projecting myself into when I want to go and how I want to get there and the people I want in my life to follow me. So you have to have a plan. You just can't have it in your head and go, well, it's kind of rambling around. Well, rambling around is not the same as where are you? How are you getting there? What plan is in action? What intentions are you setting? What are you doing to make sure that you are watching your dreams grow, right? Because that's important too. You just can't sit around and go, well, I thought about that all day. Well, what did you do? How did you get there? It's like being at work all day long. Your boss gives you a list of stuff to do and you're like, well, I'll just wait till she texts me back or emails me back and asks me when it's going to be done again. No, you better start rolling, right? You better go through those emails. You better start, going through your task list and what has to be done, because it's not going to get done if you just stare at the screen, right? It's just not going to happen. So put a plan in action. Get focused. What do you want? Where do you want to be? How do you want to get there? What are your intentions? What are you setting for yourself to make sure that your dreams, your goals are what you want? So it's important. Please start writing it all down. Put those intentions down, guys. You got this. I told you. Go buy a cheap journal. Start journaling you down. You should see my intentions. They're pretty intense. I'm sure God and the spirit world are probably going, well, this chick wants way too much. But I know what I want. It took me a long time to get here. So clearly my intentions are pretty exact in how I want to get there and what I want to do and who I want in my life. So let's go, guys. You got this. Get focused. But let's jump into your oracle card. Dream time, creation. The dream time is a place before time and outside of time, which ancestral spirit beings came to earth and gave it all of life its form. Once the work was done, these spirits remained in the very forms they created, including animals, hills, stars, other features of land, and continue to be present today. The dream time is an individual or group's spiritual template, including songs and stories that have been handed down for over 60,000 years. Although the Aborigines would say that they've existed since the beginning of time, it's one such tradition. There's a creation story involving the didgeridoo, which is essentially a hollowed out log that emits a droning sound when played. In this card, we see that the spirit man plays the didgeridoo. I'm so sorry, guys. It's just a funny word. The world is sung into existence. Note the various beings and the colors and structures of the land that are being created, all carrying spirit that has been breathed into them. Okay, so I'm going to show you the card. All right. So I really hope you get a good view because I am in a very different spot today. So there we go. All right. So you see how he's breathing life into the creation, right? And I don't know what you can see, but I think there's some turtles and other sea creatures and other unique items being kind of the creations being breathed into, right? So to me, when I look at this card and of course listening to the story, you can basically picture yourself kind of breathing life into creation, right? Breathing life into what you believe in, believing the life into your abundance, right? You're breathing in. You're calling it into existence. You're calling the spirit world, your God, your team to say, this is what I want. This is what I strongly believe in myself. This is what I strongly believe in what I want in my life. I know what I want. I know the direction and the path that I'm heading for. And these are the things that I want in my life because I know that they are divinely connected to me, right? They are divinely orchestrated for me because you don't want something in your life that is not going to guide you on your path. And you don't want something in your life that's going to deter you from your path or even cause any chaos in your life. So you want to make sure that when you're calling in your abundance and you're calling in your creation and you're calling into existence of what you want, you know what you want. It's not something that you just go, well, I think I like that guy down the street. I think I want him in my life. Well, you better know a lot more than the guy down the street, right? Or you better know more than the job that you want or the path that you want to take. Because when you're calling in existence and you're calling in your abundance and you're calling in your creation and all the things in life that you want because you know you deserve it and it aligns with your your mind, your body, and soul, and it aligns with the new discovery of who you are, you really need to make sure that God in the universe understands that when you call it in and it's handed to you, don't be so quick to be like, that's not what I wanted. Well, then you better should have known. Well, not you better should have. You should have really thought long and hard about what you wanted and how you knew that those things that you're calling in are truly in alignment, because you don't want something that's going to offset your alignment and set you back. So call in your existence, call in your abundance, call in your creation. Be passionate about it. Sorry, guys. Be passionate about it. Know what you want. And don't be so quick to think that, okay, well, I need to write it all down now. No. Take your time. Journal. Reflect. And you're going to learn to do away with things in your life that no longer need to be there, right? Because they're no longer part of your alignment. They're no longer part of your balance. They no longer serve your highest good, right? We talk about all these things all the time. So that's why it's so important then when I give you guys an affirmation or when I would pull in oracle cards, is that you can see how all these things are playing in your life every day. And then you're going to see that if something, like, for example, something happened with me today at work and I felt like that it really threw off my balance. And I had to really sit for a few minutes and be like, how did that throw off my balance? How did this one little thing knock me into a whole nother? I felt like I literally got knocked off my chair spiritually and energetically, because I was like, and then I realized that I had allowed something to affect me where before because my mind was somewhere else. So I wasn't keeping myself balanced at some point today, where when that situation happened, I found myself being quickly and negatively diverted and basically shooken up for a minute. And I was just like, well, how did that happen? Because that's never happened to me. But I realized my mind has been consumed all day today. And I've allowed things to kind of come into my mind. And I've been like, why am I allowing these things? Like I'm really good at bouncing off negativity. I'm really good bouncing off of negative thoughts. But I do have a lot going on in my life. And I allowed for a short period of time to myself to become negatively influenced and spiritually off track and out of a little bit of alignment. And I had to catch myself and realize that I was allowing these things to kind of invade my brain and invade my thoughts. And I was like, yeah, that's not me. I can't allow that, because this is not the time spiritually and energetically to allow negative thoughts to run your life. It is the time for you to call in what you want. It is time to call in the abundance. It's a time to call in everything in life that you want. And just because you call in something, or you ask God, listen, I'm not really sure exactly what I want, but I know kind of what I want. God is going to give you what you need. He's going to give you, and your spirit team in the spirit world are going to give you what you need. They're going to divinely orchestrate for you your life. And if you're unsure, but you know a path that you want, they're going to give it to you. They're not going to give you something that you don't need. They're not going to give you something that's going to hurt you. God is going to say to you, that is my child. I know what she wants. She knows what she wants, and I'm going to give it to her. And if she's unsure, I'm only going to give them the best. So understand that. Find yourself balanced within that, knowing that God and the universe and your spirit team are only going to give you what you need, what is for your divine protection as well, what is divinely orchestrated for you. It's like this. It's like somebody is on your side going, okay, so for me, we'll use my name, like Luann knows exactly what she wants. So let me breathe life into it, right? Let me breathe into existence the things that she needs, the things that she wants, the things that she's calling in, the things that she's been journaling, her manifestations, all the things that she's working on in her life, and the healing that she's done in the past, so I can call in these new things for her. So that's what you need to do. Spend time in journaling. And that's when I talk about with the journaling, it's so important for healing too, but it's also important for you to put into play the things that you want in your life. So guys, go out there, get focused, dream your creation, dream your abundance. Start realizing that your life is only going to get better because you are calling into existence and what you want. So go out there. Dream it up. It's your creation. Make it happen. I love you guys. Happy Friday. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification button. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.